Hey everybody, this is Misty Moon, and I'm so thrilled to bring to you another live demo of a vegan recipe. And today we're going to be making a beet avocado cherry tomato salad with tahini dressing. So if you're not hip to the game, the most ideal way to consume your produce is to eat with the seasons. Because every season, different produce, they give us particular nutrients that we need for that particular season. So for an example, during the winter, you're going to find a lot of citrus fruits. You're going to find a lot of like gourds, like rooty vegetables to keep us grounded, to keep us warm during the colder months. And then during the summertime, since we're hot, you're going to find a lot of juicy vegetables and fruits, like watermelon, for an example, cucumbers. They all keep us hydrated as we're, sweating a little bit more during the hotter climates. And also you'll notice that the colors, like the summer fruits and vegetables, are a lot more lively. They reflect the sun, the summer colors, really bright and uplifting. So if you're ever in doubt, I cannot stress this enough. It's a great idea to get into the habit of getting your produce from farmers markets. It's cheaper. That's another benefit to eating with the season, because it's such an abundance of those particular produce during the season that you're going to find that they're a lot less expensive. You get to support your local farmers, so you know where your produce is coming from. You support the environment because you're getting it. Oftentimes your farms are your local farmers. The farms at your local farmers market live within a close radius from where you live, so you're not having to worry about all the gas that's being emitted in the air from all the trucks and planes that are transporting the produce across the country. So eating with the season, you cannot go wrong. And if you're ever in doubt of what's in season, go to your local farmer's market, okay? All right, so that is why we're gonna be working. We're gonna be doing a few salads, the next couple of segments that I'm gonna share with you, because again, it just makes more sense. We want something that's a little bit more lighter and easy to do. So this is going to be a pretty straightforward recipe. The thing that makes this salad is the tahini dressing. So we're going to go ahead and get started with that first. But I want to introduce you to our cast. So starting off with, we'll start off with the tahini. So I got this particular tahini at Trader Joe's. Okay, and we're going to use this entire this entire container of it, because we're just going to make a big batch, and then that way you can always continue to reuse it. So tahini is a type of seed, and it's high. It's also considered to be a healthy fat. It regulates blood pressure and cholesterol, and it also balances hormones, especially for women, for us women that are dealing with menopause. So tahini is awesome. You can use tahini in so many ways. You can just use it as a spread, as a salad dressing. I've even used it as a dessert. If you add a little honey to it and mix it in with some nuts, you can do. I think they're called like baklava. I believe baklava bars have tahini in it. So tahini is an awesome ingredient to have in your cupboard. Okay, and then for our beets, so what I did, I already pre-shredded my beets. And another benefit to having a food processor is that it has a feature where you can shred it or grate it, so you don't have to do all the handiwork. But I shredded this, and I also added a little garlic to this, okay? Now for our beloved beets, they lower blood pressure, they promote liver detoxification, it promotes heart health, and it boosts endurance and stamina, and it also increases energy. Okay, and then also, like, for any of you that are, diabetic, it has that natural sweetness to it as well. But you do want to consume this in moderation, especially if you are diabetic, because it does have a high glycemic index, okay? All right, so those are our beets. And then next I have our beloved, beautiful cherry tomatoes. Look how beautiful these are. And these are like dessert. They're like candy. So, cherry tomatoes, they're high in antioxidants. They improve vision. And that's something I want to point out. I think this is really interesting because blueberries also, what's the word I'm looking for? It also improves vision. And nature definitely has a sense of humor, because if you look at blueberries and cherry tomatoes, they look like eyeballs, right? So there's something really interesting to point out. So cherry tomatoes, they help to improve vision, they aid in digestion, they manage diabetes, once again, and they also lower hypertension, okay? So all this is in our beloved, beautiful, sweet cherry tomatoes. All right, and then also we're gonna have cilantro. All right, we're going to use this pretty much as the greenery, like the base of our salad. And cilantro, it aids the body in heavy metals. It lowers anxiety and improves sleep. It lowers blood sugar level. It protects against cardiovascular disease, prevents urinary tract disease, settles upset stomachs, and protects against food poisoning. Okay, so all this in cilantro, and I love cilantro. I use it in my juice as a garnish or like as a salad instead of getting lettuce. I like to switch it up and use cilantro. Okay, and then finally, our avocado. We're so lucky to be in California because we have an abundance of avocado here. It's a healthy fat. It's also a superfood. It reduces inflammation. It protects the eyes, and it helps with weight loss. And it also, which I found this was interesting, I just learned this today while researching for this recipe, that for women who are pregnant, this helps to give nutrients to the fetus while in the stomach. So avocados. And then also, the way that I like to do avocados, and I've shared this in a few videos where I've used avocados as an ingredient. If you sprinkle just a little sea salt on top of it, it brings it to life. So even if I'm using avocado as an ingredient in a recipe, I always sprinkle a little sea salt on it just to kind of enhance the flavors. Okay, so this is our salad here. Now, like I mentioned, when it comes to salads, it's all about the salad dressing, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into it with our beloved food processor. So I'm going to go ahead and use this entire jar of tahini. All right, put this in here. And then normally what I do, I just get a mason jar and I just preserve it in there, and it lasts for a good while. So it's really thick. Make sure I get it all in there. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Don't want to waste one little drop of this. Okay, and then with tahini dressing with it, I like to wrap it. I'm gonna add some fresh garlic, just about like 2 cloves. And then I'm going to do, just for now, I'm going to start off with just a half of lemon. All right, I'm going to squeeze that in there. I'll put this here. All right, and then I'm going to add just a little Bragg's amino acid. I like to use Bragg's amino acid as a substitute for soy sauce. Okay. Just a little sprinkle. And I'm going to add a little lemon pepper. This is something else I've gotten from Trader Joe's. I love this stuff. There we go. All right, I'm just gonna, and when it comes to the seasoning, of course, you want to use it all at your discretion. Okay. And then I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of honey, just to sweeten it up just a little bit. And you know what? I just realized that I forgot to grab some water. So I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to get like a quarter of a cup of water to add to the tahini dressing, okay? Okay, so I got myself some water. All right, so I'm going to start off, I'm just going to go ahead and start blending it and just adding a little water at a time. Just because, you know, you want it to get it, you don't want it too thin, you don't want it too thick. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to puree it. So far I used about a quarter of water. It's still a little thick, so I'm going to add a little bit more. Taste it to see if it's where I want it. Definitely a lot more water. More water. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that's a a lot better. And I might just go ahead and put the rest of that lemon in there too. I don't know. It's actually pretty good. Let's put it a little bit more. Let's see. And of course, this part is all at your discretion. Pretty damn good. Okay. I'm going to add a little honey, just a little bit more honey, and then it will be exactly where I want it to be. So, just a little... Not too much. Not too sweet. And then I'm also going to put a little bit more of this. And then sometimes I even like to add a little cayenne pepper to my tahini. So you have to just play around and see what you like. Okay? Okay, let's see. Put this on. Go. All right. Perfect, absolutely perfect. All right, so I added a little bit more honey, added an entire lemon, and just a little bit more of the bragg's amino acid. So I'm gonna leave that in there. So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna mix my ingredients in the salad bowl. All right, so I'm gonna mix the beets, the avocado, and this was just one avocado that I used. I used one full beet, one full avocado, an entire bunch of cilantro, and then like a handful of cherry tomatoes for this particular ingredient. So I'm going to go ahead and add my tahini dressing. Not too much. Now I'm going to mix it all in together. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is put my cilantro on, I'm going to put this down as the base. And then I'm going to add my avocado and beets right in the middle of it. It's all about presentation. So you can like have this as like a main course, like one just gigantic salad or side dish, however you like. All right, now I'm gonna just add the cherry tomatoes. It's gonna make it fancy, so I'm just gonna add them around the salad. All right. Here we go. Here's our beet avocado salad on top of cilantro and cherry tomatoes. Really easy to do, and with the tahini, since it's a seed, it's really fulfilling. So it's really thick. So you're definitely gonna get your fulfillment off of this salad. Okay, so here you go. So give it a shot, everybody. All right, summer's right around the corner, so let's start eating light and making sure that we're hydrating ourselves, so we have lots of energy for all the festivals we're going to go to this summer. Okay, everybody. Peace and love to you, and I look forward to seeing you at the next full moon. Until then, take care. Peace.